Hi divas, welcome back to my channel. If you've been following me on social media for a long time, then you know Halloween is my favorite time of year. I'll usually lock myself in my house for a month and create like a bunch of costumes with these bare hands because as much as I love fashion and beauty and all that, creating costumes and creating characters is literally what excites me the most about life, and Halloween is prime time for me to show off my skills. So I know I go full out every Halloween, but I know some of you divas do not want to be doing that. You know, the weather's getting colder, the dolls are getting their seasonal depression boots on, and sometimes you want just like a low effort moment with maximum impact. So I've compiled a selection of costumes with only things I had in my closet to give you guys some inspiration, kind of show you what I would do in a last minute costume scenario. Okay, before we get started, can we just take in this moment that I put together for you guys on a whim today? I literally feel like the witch doll, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first up we have Nana Osaki from the manga slash anime Nana. She's such a perfect, easy Halloween costume for the alt girls because her outfits are very realistic to what we already have in our closets. And she has multiple outfits, meaning you have multiple outfits to choose from when putting together your costume. I actually made a whole TikTok recreating a bunch of her outfits if you want to find that on my social media for some more inspiration, but I feel like her most iconic look is this black Vivienne Westwood baby tee, red plaid skirt, some fishnets or stockings, black boots, studded jewelry, and a leopard coat as the cherry on top. I actually painted this tee myself with some fabric paint, so easy DIY. And the wig is just like a $6 Amazon wig, like an anime short black wig that I styled a little bit. And this would be the perfect duo costume if you have somebody that wants to dress as Hachi. Okay, next up on the list, I already know this one's going to be popular this year because I have been seeing it pop up everywhere, like on TikTok and Instagram, but a vintage inspired jester costume is very versatile, and no matter how you style it, it's always going to look cute, I promise you. I've done a few vintage clown type looks in the past, but if I was to do this for like a Halloween night out, I would wear a flowy blouse with a corset, some bloomers and patterned tights, and of course a clown collar and a clown hat. This one is also good for anybody that is makeup inclined as well. Here's a couple ideas to choose from. And I feel like because this is so versatile, you could go anywhere from like subtle clownfish to like full-on clown mug, you know? Okay, this next one is for all the dolls that love vintage fashion, horror, and hating men, okay? We are, of course, talking about Elaine, the Love Witch, and this is another costume that you have multiple options for because she has multiple looks throughout the movie, but I chose to go with her most iconic look, which is this baby pink prairie gown, a pink sun hat with flowers, and a pendant necklace. So this dress is thrifted, and I ended up dyeing it pink, and then the sun hat is also thrifted, and I just painted it pink with acrylic paint and added some flowers to the side from the dollar store. This one's good if you want a prop too. You can go with a prop knife, tarot cards, a chalice, a little, you know what I'm saying? And I also have a video recreating more of Elaine's looks from the movie somewhere on the internet, if you need some more inspo. And I don't know if it's like her movie lore talking, but there's a certain kind of power I feel when I put on like her costume. It's really cool. You should try it out, or watch The Love Witch if you haven't seen it yet. It's a really good movie. Just saying. All right. Let's say you're not the type to dress up on Halloween. Maybe it's not your thing, but maybe you want to go out with your friends and maybe you don't want to stick out, you know? I personally don't understand that. But if that's you, be a Bratz doll. The look that I'm going with is first edition Cool Bratz Jade. I DIY'd this outfit with things I found in my closet and things I found at the thrift store. This was actually made for like a failed video idea, and I figured I could shove it into this one so the outfit wasn't wasted. Also, Jade is my bias, so I had to do a Jade look. But if you look on the Bratz wiki and you just scroll through all the collections that they've ever done, there is so much inspo there, and you could just see what resonates with you best. And this is great for a group costume because you and your friends could be all the Bratz. I'm thinking Bratz fashion pixies, Bratz rock angels, Bratz, Pretty, and Punk. Come on. This would be a serve. Okay, here's another one. If you're not too into dressing up for Halloween, you don't want to look too costumey, but you want to look cute, be a contestant on Rock of Love. So I just went through a trashy 2000s reality TV hyperfixation, and I came out the other end just obsessed with Rock of Love. And if for those of you who don't know about the show, Rock of Love is where like 20 girls compete to win the heart of Bret Michaels from Poison. This show is campy, to say the least. It's so bad that it's good, and it was filmed in the late 2000s, so it's the prime time for McBling fashion, and the outfits these girls wear just bring it to that next level. Pretty much all you have to do is put on the most McBling outfit that you could possibly get your hands on. I'm talking Ed Hardy, Affliction, rhinestones, skulls, all that kind of stuff, and a trashy mug. I know I'm not wearing one in the video. It would have been a lot to change my makeup for every single look, but if I was to do a makeup look for this, I'm thinking matte skin. I'm thinking smoky eye smoked the house down. And to really sell the point home, you can make a sign that says, "I heart Bret Michaels," and you can get the most trash out of all your friends, and it would be on brand for the costume. But this is perfect for my 2000s dolls that have most of the stuff in their closet already and don't want to buy anything new that's only going to be used for one night on Halloween. This next costume can be described in 3 words pretty much, and those are 2000s dark fairy. I did this photo shoot about a month ago, inspired by the little fairy statues that you can find at metaphysical shops or like fairy art in the 2000s, and that's exactly what this costume is. So basically, I'm wearing a romantic bustier top with some arm warmers, a little ruffle mini skirt with some patterned tights, and the only things that I had to buy for this costume were the fairy wings that I just got from Spirit and the fairy ears that I got from Amazon. But this is another one that's really versatile. You could do a lot of different things with the hair, the makeup, and the outfit. And literally you could just look up 2000s fairy art on Pinterest and just scroll through tons of inspo. Specifically, artist Micah Jelena, a lot of her pieces inspired my photo shoot that I did. And I just think this one's really fun for all the little fairy dolls out there. Okay, so Emily the Strange is such an iconic costume choice for like any alternative person, yet I rarely see anyone do it. This one's such an easy one too. All you need is a long black wig with bangs, or maybe you don't because maybe your hair already looks like this, a black tank, a mini pencil skirt or black shift dress, and black or striped tights. You can add a little stuffed kitty because literally, who would Emily the Strange be without her cat? And I'm wearing some black contacts to make me look more cartoony. And if you really want to do your big one, you could paint your skin like pure white to make it really look like her in the illustrations. And this one is perfect for anybody who is a socially anxious diva, because if you go to a Halloween party and you literally just want to sit in the corner and not talk to anybody, it would be on brand for your character. I feel like this costume might also be very popular this year, but if you want to make a statement and you're good with makeup, basically if you just want to look really cool and really hot, be a Siren. For this costume, I chose this vintage dress that kind of reflects like water, but any sort of satin or mesh would work perfectly. For some reason, I have this giant pearl collar thing in my house, but you can easily layer a bunch of pearl necklaces or beachy jewelry from the thrift shop or antique shop. I created this little headpiece from some wire, and the ears are made from prosthetic mermaid ears on Etsy, but I've seen some tutorials on YouTube to teach you how to make your own. You can add some pearl gems to your face, and if you really want to take it to the next step, you can add some black contacts as well. And finally, if all else fails, you can be Fred Durst. And please don't come for me for wearing a corn shirt with like a Fred Durst cosplay. I literally don't care. Okay, so those are some costumes that I would do in a last minute Halloween scenario. But I do have a list of costume ideas that I didn't get to put together in this video that I'm just gonna go rapid fire through real quick to give you guys some more inspiration before I go. I actually don't remember these, so let's see if they're actually good inspo. Sanrio characters: sexy cyber nurse, a bug, My Chemical Romance Helena, MySpace famous scene queen, Ryan Ross, a Pokemon, anyone from the Lady Marmalade music video, Elvira, a rodeo clown, a bat, a pop art zombie, Michelle Visage, Alice from Twilight, Charlie Swan from Twilight. Okay, I hope I gave you guys at least some inspiration. If you want even more inspiration, you can follow me on my social media, on TikTok and on Instagram, where you can find my current costume lineup of 2024, as well as all my past costumes that I've done in the past. Okay, love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!